Hey guys, it's Toy Hunter Tony here with episode 8 of Behind the Hunt. This week's episode is going to feature some cool stuff that I picked up over the last week. Most recently, a couple big things happened in our town, our collectors, everybody. I got words. I can speak words. Not very well. Hey, Nikki. Nikki's in the house. He's over there. We're getting prepped and ready. We got a couple top 10 hot videos to do tonight, but we're also processing a couple of pickups that we have from local stores. So let's get this going. If you don't know what this is our podcast. It's an opportunity for us to talk about stuff behind certain episodes of Behind the Hunt. That's why we come up with this name. We go out and we check out new stores, old stores, comic sales. We have sporting events, local events, family events. But we just wanted to be able to meet each week and talk about the things that happened over the last week, and give you a preview of up and coming things. So what's cool about the new week? Happy Halloween! Hope you guys, everyone, had a great Halloween. I know that's coming past, but it's been. I mean, geez, it's almost Thanksgiving. Nick, you coming over for dinner? You better answer your mama. We're getting a lot of pie, apple pie, pumpkin pie. No mincemeat pie. Don't be an idiot. And no turkey pot pie. We'll have turkey, but not pot pie. Getting distracted. So, Nick, you're supposed to help me stay focused. You do your job. I'll do mine. All right, cool. So, anyways, welcome to Behind the Hunt. This week we're going to feature two stores, local stores, and we'll get with the first one here right off the bat. Acme Comics. They've been around since 1983. They've had a downtown location. They had another location that was down off of High Point Road. It's now Gate City Boulevard, but that closed. Actually helped close that one down when I moved here in '95. And then they had their Lawndale, the current location. It's a 2-bay right there off of Lawndale, just north of Battleground, heading where it splits. It don't matter. If you were to look it up, you'd find it. You'd see it. But I've been around. I've known those guys for a long time. I've actually helped them remodel their store and make it larger and into its current format. And they've been looking for another place actually for a while now, and they found a nice location behind Natty Green's on Davie Street. It's beautiful, and they just had their grand opening. They invited Michael and I. We went for a soft grand opening and got to see the store and meet everybody, and it's pretty cool. It's beautiful. Is it rustic? Maybe a little bit rustic, but they have new books. They got their trade paperbacks. They got a huge toy section. They got a huge VHS. And if you did not know, they're in the same building where the rental place used to be. They were in business about 10 years ago, and this place has sat idle for the longest time. So they got a huge VHS. I think it came with they had to buy all the VHS stuff. If you want this location, you got to take all of its contents. So I'm sure that was a pain in the ass, but I think Ben and Austin are down there, and the whole crew did a lot of hard work, and it looks gorgeous. So I definitely recommend. And it's right at the bend. So if you're going up, Martin Luther King, heading north into town, it curves around, it goes underneath the bridge, and if you go left, it'll go across Elm Street right there at Natty Green's. But if you go right at Natty Green's, that's Davie Street. And they're in the first building at the far end of the first building. I think it's apartments upstairs and stores downstairs. And that's their location. So you have to go check it out. But anyways, I'm getting distracted trying to give you, you know where the hell I'm talking about. Just look them up. It's South Davie Street. But anyways, I went in there, and I forgot to do, I do my on the hunt video, and I'd go in and show you what the store looked like. And it was so packed with the soft opening. We didn't do any internal videoing. And plus, they weren't open to the public yet. And then when we went by there the other day, I went by Marion and Jack and I. Jack's my youngest. You've seen him. But it was really cool. And we picked up some cool stuff. So I'll have to go back when it's not so busy when, I don't know when, but maybe I'll go in the afternoon or something, so I could do a on the hunt video and show you what the store looks like. But I was able to pick up some really cool Wizards. If you guys don't know, Wizards was a big thing back in the day, and they were a price guide. They were like a gossip magazine, and these things actually have value. So if you can find them in your back closet, you're looking for photo covers, right? And then Spider-Man, Wolverine, plus look at that. That one's got Deadpool 0. It was a pretty cool magazine. They still do conventions and stuff. The last convention I did was in Winston-Salem through Wizards Con, but that was a couple of years ago. I think that was before COVID. I don't know if they're coming back in our area, but they still exist as a company. But the magazine's come and gone. It was pretty cool. So I was tickled pink to find they had a huge collection, and I was able to get enough content for a future top 10 video. And then I'll do the on hunt, show you the store, and then I'll do a top 10. But I just wanted to let you know that if you've got, Wizard magazines, look at that. This is huge. Spoilers. If you were to see the Marvels, you see him. Yeah, him. That is awesome. And the implications is huge. And speaking of the Marvels, we'll segue into that. Did you guys go see that? I took my parents, my all my kids, and my wife. Everyone loved it. It was a really good movie. It was quick. It was fast. It wasn't bloated with anything. It had humor. Had feels in it, and it was really well done. And man, nobody went to go see it. I don't know if it's because it didn't carry a lot of people over from Miss Marvel TV show Disney Plus, or the fact that it's been so long and delayed because of COVID. And then the writer's strike came out, and then the Actors Guild strike. So there's nobody to promote it. So they stuck to the date, brought the date out. They tried to promote it there at the end, but I guess it was too late. But if you get a chance to go see it on the big screen, it is definitely worth going to see. Yeah, it's really weird, really weird. And then the other thing, what did we go see? Oh, help me. The Loki series on Disney Plus. That ended. Oh, that ending, that's huge. It has huge ramifications in the Marvel Universe. I know some people were asking us in one of our comment section, but I don't want to spoil it. Nikki's in here. I can't really talk about it, but he's only 2 episodes in, and there's 6 total, Nick. You better hurry the hell up so we can chit chat. But that's awesome. That was really good. That ending. Don't tell Nikki. It was awesome, and it does have ramifications in the Marvel Universe, especially with what they're doing, how they're doing, and where they're doing it. And then they had a huge Fantastic Four announcement. They finally can talk about this stuff. So there's still a lot of product from Marvel that I am anxiously waiting to see, and they got a lot of stuff in the pipelines. Next year is Deadpool. They will finish filming that here, and then that'll be available next year, May, I think. They pushed back Doctor Strange. They pushed back a couple of the Marvel movies. I think we're only going to get Deadpool. And then Sony made the announcement. They've shown us what Kraven the Hunter looks like. I don't have a release date for that. And then they're supposed to release Madam Web, and that preview's out there. And we're scratching our heads trying to figure out what the hell's going on, the timing of everything. But the way everyone's talking about it is Madam Web's going to be about right before Peter Parker was not conceived, because I think Mary Parker's pregnant in there. One of the characters is Mary Parker, Peter's mom. You don't see Peter's dad in the video, in the commercial preview or trailer, whatever you want to call it. And then they say that Uncle Ben's in there somewhere. So it gives you a time frame to where Peter Parker, before he was born. It's dealing with time travel like Terminator. Someone's going back in time to try to eliminate these spider people coming into fruition. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what that does. But that'll come out next year. Everything else? Did we talk about any of the movies and stuff? Oh, Godzilla, Monarch. You got to go see Monarch. Monarch is on Disney Plus. It's Legacy of Monsters. It's talking with the daughter of the main founder. It's weird. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it goes back in time, back in the 50s and current. And they keep going back and forth, telling you how Monarch comes to be in the current situation. Plus, you do get to see Godzilla, and you get to see new monsters, which is really crazy. And then we're looking forward to the new Godzilla movie coming out December 1st. Yeah, that's what you came here. You wanted to talk geekiness, Marvel. That was so. Anyways, so Acme Comics. I'll have a top 10 with those Wizard books out here shortly for you. And then also the second, the big event that just happened. There's a store in town called Nerd Bombers. They're a toy store, action figures, collectibles, you name it. They just moved to a larger location up near Trader Joe's on Battleground, North Battleground. And it's beautiful. It's huge. Lots of stuff. And then that place was so packed. We picked up, look at this, man. There's some really cool stuff. So they had 14 boxes and they were doing dollar boxes. And I went through here and picked up, I don't know if there's any bangers in here. I can tell you that there was a gentleman that had a stack full of $30, $40 comic books, like this thick, that he's like, yeah, these are in the dollar bins. And I'm like, dude, those are money books. I don't think those are dollar books. Mike was there. Mike was talking to him. I don't know if Mike was able to pry those comic books out of his hand. I don't know, or did he bite the bullet and sell a bunch of $30 comic books for $1? I don't know, Mike, man. If you're watching, that's a hard decision right there. It's like, oh no, those don't need to be on the floor. Yeah, that sucks. But that place was hopping. There was like a 30-minute line just to get through. There were so many people in there. So that was a big event. So I'll have that dollar bin top 10 comics. We'll present it here in a couple of weeks or so. But I love digging through boxes, trying to find good deals for only $1. You can't go wrong. So if you're ever North Battleground out there, definitely go into Nerd Bombers, and then let them know that Tony sent you. And then don't forget, Acme is on South Davie Street at their second new location, or you can find them on Lawndale, there before Battleground and Lawndale split. And tell them Tony sent you. All right, cool. And Nick, is there anything that you wanted me to talk about before we move on? We were at Walmart, so we had gone to my dad's 80th birthday. Ernie, if you're watching this, happy belated birthday. It was really cool. We wanted to go celebrate my dad's 80th birthday. I think it was like the end of October. It was a football game. It was the second to last football game for Max. But my dad's back was, it was that his back was ill. His back was sore, and he couldn't travel. So I mean, hell, he's 80 years old and he drives all over the United States to go see family, and he couldn't drive. So we couldn't go see him. He couldn't see us. So we had to wait a week, and then Max's team had a bye week. So I took all the boys and we met Adam and his daughters and his wife and mom and dad, and I'll actually have a video for his birthday party I'll put together, just for keepsake. But you can see what we do. We had a blast. And then mom and dad came over for Max's last football game, and they won. Max was chasing a tackle milestone. He was trying to get to 300 tackles for his first 3 seasons. I think he got to, I have him at 298. One thing had him at 299. So I don't know where the discrepancy is, but I'll post that. We'll have that video here shortly. A lot of guys made first team, second team. they got a lot of acknowledgments, and they won the last 2 games. That's the most games they've won in 15 years, let alone. And then they doubled the win total from last year, so it's looking up for their senior year. There's a lot of close games this year, but I don't know. I hate that it's over. But anyways, I'm really getting sidetracked. But what I was saying was we were going to near Walmart, and you guys just like, what do you find? Like, so look, these Marvel Comics 7 for 10. You watch my channel, so you know I'll do a new Walmart packs. These have, I don't remember this cover, but what's really cool, I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm going to turn them at an angle. You can see the discoloration of the books from under each one. So these are different 3-packs with 1 extra comic on the cover. That's why they say 7 for 10. So we thought, oh, cool, new books. Really, they have stacks and stacks of these 3-packs all over Walmart's. That is, and I want to talk about it. I've talked about it before. When oh, help me, I can't even remember the direct company, Jeppy's. So Jeppy was direct, so they would sell comic books to the comic book stores, right? And then they had, it's on the damn boxes. Diamond Comics, Diamond Distributors. That's Jeppy. Jeppy started that, but they lost the distribution rights to Penguin Press, and during that transition, when they were doing these packs, Penguin took over the distribution rights. So Diamond had stacks and stacks and stacks of comic books that is no longer going to go out to stores that they were going to eat. So what they did is they took all that back stock and they made a deal with this company to package them, and then they would sell them and distribute them at the Walmart. Well, when they started doing that, they'd do a specific cover, a variant. And it was a Walmart. So it gave me an excuse to buy it because you're like, oh, cool, I haven't seen this before. I'm going to get it. But then they would put in backstock in there. And nothing big, nothing great. And then all of a sudden, people were saying I found 1 in 100, 1 in 500, 1 in 1,000 variants were coming out of those packs. And it was all over YouTube. I mean, I've chased after them too. That's what really made me start looking for them. And everyone thought, they're faking it. They weren't faking it. It was just part of the backstock from Diamond that got distributed that way. And that way they could sell everything. So there was huge value in those 3-packs. And as they sold out, Penguin Press continued the deal with distributing these packs. So we get first print, second print, maybe a third print. We'll get variant covers. But I think the glory day of finding a 1 in 100 or 1 in 1,000 are long gone, unless you can find some of those old comic books that you've seen in my videos. If you go back to the older ones, you'll see these covers. So when you saw that comic on the cover, you're like, there's a good chance that there's a money book in there. And that's what made these videos just, I mean, that was some of my biggest hit videos, 600 views. I was like, 300 views, that's awesome. I'll be lucky at 500 views. That's great. I'll get to 1,000 views. And then that kind of died off, but I still get them. It's something new. You don't know what's in here, but we'll make a video of that. I don't know. I got distracted. We'll make a video of Walmart packs here in the future also. So I've got 3 of these upcoming top 10 videos, on the hunt videos. And then when we found that, I come across a guy. I'm this huge Hot Wheels collector. I've got 13 bins of stuff back in the early 90s. Before Nikki was born, I was doing Marvel figures, action figures. And I also started doing Hot Wheels. So this is a treasure hunt, and it doesn't say treasure hunt. They used to advertise it. There's a small little TH on the side of the car, but then inside, behind the car in the packaging, there's a treasure hunt symbol. So they really hide it now. So people will see stuff and they'll know what it looks like. So they'll go and pull them out of the cases. And there's a gentleman there in Asheville who had pulled 3 or 4 of these and 3 or 4 of these. This is a hot looking, what is this? Hot Wheel Exotics. I think it's a Porsche, but it's a sought after car, and these treasure hunts. And he's like, "Do you collect?" And I was like, "Man, I used to." I said, "I don't know. I can't find treasure hunts anymore." And he goes, "Here, here, you can buy this one." So I said, "Thank you." And while I'm sitting there talking to him, I found another one. So I picked them up. I don't know their current values, but I'll find out. I don't know. I mean, we've been doing comics and toys and action figures. I don't have access to my Hot Wheels, or I'd do some Hot Wheels top tens. You can't take, it's just something you collected when you were a little kid. But Nikki and I, we are going to do a little project. I've mentioned it before. We're going to take out the shelving that's in our storage shed and put in a new shelving, to accommodate bins, and replace the bins that we have with these new bins. It'll be a new storage. So everything's going to get off the floor, go up to the wall, so I can go all the way to the back, and I'll have access to my, I got trading cards out the butt, Marvel, superhero, independent, baseball, football, that stuff's all in there. Hot Wheels is in there. And once we get the floor cleaned out and we can get back in there, because it goes back in there another 20 feet, and we can expand on our top 10 stuff and share some really older, cooler stuff. But until I can get this stuff off the floor, I don't have access to it. I think that was it. Oh, the other cool thing, I don't know if you know, Hero Clicks is a thing. It's called Iconics, and it's they're doing moments in comic book history, and this is the Marvel snap of Thanos snapping out existence. We never really played. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry, I covered my mouth. Sorry, Nikki. He's going. But we never played Heroes Clicks. We collected them. I had bought big into Wizards of the Coast's. It wasn't D&D. It was something else, and they dropped the ball on that. They created a whole new line of miniatures, gaming miniatures, that was Wizards of the Coast, and they should have done it of their Magic the Gathering property, and I think that would have hit harder and lasted longer. But I invested in cases of that new product because it's Wizards of the Coast, and it didn't. It's called Dreamweaver, and it didn't do very well. And the aftermarket and stuff is wholesaled everywhere. And so my miniatures, when that went away, I didn't buy into. I just thought it was a dead end, and we never really bought into it. There's a lot of high dollar Hero Clicks now, but you can't collect it all. Damn it. I think that was it, right? We talked about the 2 stores, their new locations, and I don't have their hours. You have to look them up. I don't even have their addresses to share with you. It's just event stuff. I'll have more detailed information when I do a top 10 for each of those stores. And then we'll do the Walmart packs. No chance in hell I'll be doing a Hot Wheels top 10, but, maybe in the future. That's it. I think I covered all the aspects of this week. New Monarch, a Legacy of Monsters, or whatever that's called, for Godzilla. New ones come out Wednesday. So there'll be one more before Thanksgiving. And then we'll have maybe 1 or 2 videos this week. Then we have the big holiday. But we'll get in here next weekend. We'll have 3 more videos for you for the following week. Guys, I want to say thank you for supporting us. The buy, sell, and trading stuff through the channel is working really well, and I appreciate the support. And thanks for coming and hanging out with me. And we will talk soon. Guys, have a happy Thanksgiving. If this comes out before or after, and it's the first time you're seeing it, it doesn't matter. I wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Guys, I want to say thank you, and I'll see you on the next Behind the Hunt. Bye-bye.